Get up, it's time to make a fucking van. Really? Oh, hello there.
Hello.
What's this fleece you're wearing?
This is my workman's fleece, so this is when you know that I'm in for a day of work when I put this crappy thing on. Do you remember us? What is up, guys? Welcome back to a long overdue episode in our van build. So we've taken winter off. It's a bit too cold over winter to be working on the van, so we thought we'd just start today. We're still in January, so it's still cold, but while we're like out using the van, we're not getting anything done on it, so we're going to rectify that today and start working on it, aren't we?
Yeah, so we've got loads to do. We've got to, well, basically since we've been, I think it's 3 months since we last worked on the van, which we did the swivel seats. But probably one of the biggest mistakes we did was putting the bed, because it's sort of given us the excuse to use the van rather than actually build it. But it's been nice to have a bit of a break as well.
Yeah, it's been nice to get out and just see what it's like to actually go out in the van.
There is some bits as well that we've realised we need to change. So one of them, we need to lower the bed. We also need to remove the bed as well because we didn't lay the floor in the back. Want to do some different things with the back. We've got to fix the back door because we've had an issue with that over winter where it's sticking. So we can't open it from the outside, you have to crawl under the bed to open it, so we need to get that resolved. And then I think whilst the bed is out, we're going to get the water tanks in, get the gas locker, gas pipe in, and then we're going to get the boiler in as well. But I think this weekend is going to be trying to finish these shower walls. So we've got, it's probably going to be a little bit dark, but we'll spin you around. So this is where we got up to with the showers. We've got the framing in, and we've put a shower tray in, but I think we're going to take the shower tray out, aren't we?
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is, I think it's called tanking. So basically,
tankering, is it?
Yeah. So you don't have a shower. You don't have a shower tray. You basically like waterproof the floor and the walls.
And the sides.
So it's completely sealed. So that will give us a bit more headroom as well, because the shower tray is probably about what that high, would you say? So it's going to give us that much more
thick, isn't it?
height. Which is better for you, isn't it? Because you're quite tall. And also we're going to try and square it off, because at the minute we're working with really difficult curves, as you can see in the ceiling and the back. So we're going to try, if we can, to like square it off so it's easier to put the walls in.
Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll square it. We might take this, hitting the ceiling, take this top bar out, but we'll square it off to there, so it is literally square. Now it will mean that I'll need to duck and we'll need to drop that light slightly, but I think it'll be easiest to do the walls.
Yeah.
But with this bed out, it's going to be a lot easier to actually work in the van, because that's one of the things we didn't realise when we put it in. It was nice to have it in and nice to be able to use it, but yes, we've got to get cracking on that.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, we're doing the electrics as well again, because I want to make it look swanky. But I think we're going to compartmentalise the back. So where the electrics are is I'm going to put like plywood sections in, so we've got a section down the middle that we can store stuff. But yeah, let's make them start on actually emptying the back out, but I need to first get the back door open. I don't know how I'm going to do that because I need to crawl under the bed and there's stuff under there, so let's get going. One thing we had to do with the door to fix is we had to remove some of these back panels, but I think it's just sticking, so we need to get some oil in there or something. So with the bed, what we're going to do is we're going to drop it about 6 inches. So it's probably going to, the base is going to be down here, and then that way it will hopefully the mattress will fit flush with the top of the countertop, and it'll be easy to get in then. Because we did find we didn't have much room up there, so yeah. I'm just stripping the bed out now, and then we're going to do a tip run before we look at getting the floor down.
So Josh is in the process of dismantling the bed, and one other thing that we're going to change that I forgot to tell you about is you might remember that on the kitchen wall here I bought like a marble look splashback. It was this one from IKEA. Unfortunately I've decided that I don't like it anymore, so the plan is to try and like sand off this Sikaflex that we used to stick that on, and then I'm either going to I think we're going to tile it, or I'm going to use those stick-on tiles. I would love to use proper tiles, like to make it look as much like a proper home as possible, but it's the weight, and if Josh wants to do the work, which I think he probably doesn't, so I think I'm going to go down the stick-on tiles route. Okay, so what we're doing now, instead of sanding off where we had the Sikaflex from where the flashback was up previously, what Josh has done is he's used it to cut a template of some what do you call this stuff? Plywood, which we're just using as a base for either tiles or the tile stickers, so at least we don't have to sand anything now.
Off, haven't we?
Yeah, so we're going to cut a little bit for that bit, and then it should look a lot neater. Yeah, I just didn't like that splashback. It just didn't have the look that I wanted it to have. And then what I can do here is get a trim to fit down the edge of it, just to neaten that off as well.
I'll hold in place now, and it's because it came off, weren't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Nice solid base.
Another job off the list.
Yep. Josh has just been neatening up the wires in the electronics bit at the back, so we've basically just tidied up the board, tried to box it off a bit so we can put wires behind it so they're not all out on display. So that's looking a bit better now. So it's not quite as messy.
Well, it's not. It doesn't really look much different.
It's just tidied it up a bit. So what we've done now is completely stripped out the back. And then what we're going to do is lay this vinyl floor that we got, just so it looks a bit
It doesn't match
bit nicer.
One, does it? But it's just a bit of a garage floor, isn't it?
No, it's not quite the same one, but just looks nicer than just the horrible wood floor. So yeah, we'll make it look a bit more homely.
So that is another job off the list. The floor is now done. Granted, it's not the neatest. We'll put an edging trim at the end there, but it just basically makes it look a bit prettier when you open the back up. I think we've fixed the door handle as well. That's returning back to normal. So yes, now we're just going to put the battery back in, put the inverter in, and then I think we're going to head to the tip and Wicks to get some stuff. All of the electrics are now in. You're probably thinking, what difference has it made? But yeah, there is a little bit of difference. We've got a floor in now. The wire's still a bit cable chaos, but we're going to try and, I don't know, probably box this in somehow. Probably put like a piece that goes over the end. Problem we've got is these. You need to make a gap for them. So as long as that can still shut, which it can, we're all good. And I think, let's see, is the back door open? Let's see if it opens. Finally. So we've got to then get some wood to try and fix this. I'm going to leave it off for a little bit though, just to make sure it is still working. But yeah, we've got a nice garage floor now. So we're going to go do a tip run and get some plywood for the shower, and then I think we're going to try and tackle it somehow. he says. Oh, just on the shower, what we're going to do is I know we said this morning we're removing the shower tray, but we're going to have that wet room floor in there. That should give us a bit of extra headroom if we box it off at the top, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. Yeah, we'll catch you in a bit. So, we've made progress. We went to the tip, emptied the van out and got some sheets of plywood, and I've just done my first cut. And ta-da! We have our first shower wall in. Excuse me, I'm out of breath, just ran upstairs. So we've not taken it all the way to the top because we're going to square it off, make it more of a cubicle, and then bring that light down. So yeah, just got this inside one to do. We're going to then, I don't know what we're going to do with this one actually. We might leave this one for the time being and then work on the outside one, but yeah, very successful. We managed to get one in. And it was really easy with the scribe tool actually. I don't know why, I think it's because we haven't got the ceiling to contend with. I think that's what the issues we were having before was the ceiling. Now, I mean there is some gaps, but we're obviously going to be doing a tankering on it, so we'll waterproof those corners. Yes, I'm extremely happy with how that went, to be fair. So yes, let's crack on with the other one. So we're going to call it a night now because we are losing light, so but yeah, really happy with the progress made today on the van. We've got the shower wall in. We'll do the second one tomorrow, and then yeah, we're pretty much where we wanted to be this weekend, really, getting the shower. So we'll order a tankering kit and then we'll have a look at showers and work out the fixings on that and then start to get stuff moving. But yeah, the end is in sight now. We're cracking on with these shower walls. So yes, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning guys, we are back on the van this morning. We're a little bit late this morning, it's Sunday. We did forget how hard working on the van was. You have to excuse me, I'm ducking down. So today's plans is we're going to plan on trying to get in the inside shower wall for this. Probably going to do the outside, not sure yet. And then we're probably going to have a look to see if we can put a back piece down this section here. You can't really see because I'm blocking it off, but just up the back there. And then we spent a bit of time last night working out what stuff we actually need to get the van on the road. So we've got it priced up now, everything we need, so it's just a case of ordering it. We're just not in two minds on what boiler we're going to go for now, so just need to make a final decision on that. And then I think what we're going to do is order the remaining parts that we need, because we want to get back on the road. We've got 2 months before the first bank holiday, and yeah, we need to get cracking. So I'm going to get start with this other shower wall, and then we might need to take a trip to Wicks failing that. I don't think I've got enough plywood to do it in sections. I was thinking about doing it in smaller sections and then doing it that way, but I think I'm just going to get another sheet of this at ridiculously priced £25. Should have pre-planned this and got it earlier on. So yeah, let's get this shower wall in, and then we'll see where we go from there. So you may be thinking, what's the method and the madness with this? So basically what I did is I measured the height from the floor to this point here, and then I measured the widest part from the bottom to the bottom and added, I think it was 10 centimetres on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scribe in probably to about 40 centimetres down, so we can get this top section in more, and then we can then scribe the remaining bottom. There is method into the madness, but that seems to be the best way to work it. Now as you can see, we're a little bit closer in here. Still nowhere near, and there's still a good gap, but what we can do now is this will allow us to use our scribe tool. So we've got this scribe tool. So what I do is I measure it at the biggest gap, and I'll work all my way up to the top, and it'll give us a scribe to get the edge, and then we can pull it in a bit tighter. So let's go for the next one and see. So that is now that pretty much cut up to where it needs to be. As you can see, it's a pretty decent, I mean we've got a bit of a gap, but I'm not too worried about those small gaps because we're going to basically use a tankering kit on these to seal these. So what I need to do now is I just need to take back edge off. So it's just a case of, as you can see, just drawing a line down there and just trimming that up, and then we can fix that on. But I don't know why I think for what the problem we had before is that we were trying to scribe the roof as well. Now because we squared it off and we're going to put a square piece over the top, it's made it a lot easier to actually do the scribing. So yeah, I'm really happy with that progress. It's only took sort of 10 minutes to do that. Granted it could probably be a bit closer, but I don't really want to take any more, but I can live with that. So yes, let's get this trimmed up. So for what seems to have taken us an eternity to do, we've actually got excuse me, the 2 shower walls installed. Got the left side, and we've now got the right side installed. So we've actually got a shower area finally after all this time. And you would not believe how happy we are to get this done. Just need to get something for this piece here now. It's just going to be a sheet that's just going to sit up the back, and then we're going to put a ceiling. I mean, I am going to have to duck in here because it is going to be quite low, but yeah, I'm quite tall, so for a normal person it'll probably be alright, which is why we got rid of the shower tray. So yes, very nice, very happy. Look who's made a guest appearance on the VanBuild this weekend.
Well, I've been busy. I've been cleaning up the garden.
We've progressed a little bit further. Oh, Ali's just going before she
Hi.
not even want to speak, but we've put a ceiling in now, so I've just basically made a ceiling. I don't know if I'm going to bother putting a back on it because we've got wood on it, so I don't know if to seal it because we've got the wood there. Obviously need to fill some of the holes, but I'll give you another view from this angle. So yeah, that is our shower unit. I'm just going to make a fascia now for the front. Well, actually I'm going to leave that because we're going to get a door to put on there as well. So but yeah, we have a pretty much shower unit. I did break the light though, removing the plastic cap, and it's rather annoying to do. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's turned out just how I wanted it, and the ceiling's in nice and secure. And I think, I don't know if you can see, hold on, let me just flip the camera so I can make sure. Yeah, it's going to be, I mean it'll be tight for a shower for me, but you know, I only want to just shower my head down. But I can't believe we've actually finished the shower unit after all that deliberation for all those months. We have a shower unit with walls. It's got this back wall to do though, but we're going to leave that until we've done the plumbing. That one, excuse me, that'll be one of the last jobs we do. So yeah, I don't know what we're moving on to next, but we'll let you know. So we actually didn't do any more on the VanBuild today. We came back inside and got lazy, and we started watching some videos and planning on what we're doing next week. So next week I think we're going to be putting a wall at the front of the shower, and then we're going to start tanking it.
Were you just recording then? And I went, what?
What? Ali's dropped something. Yeah, so we're going to do the tanking next week and finish off that wall. And then I don't know what we're going to do after that. We need to see what funds are available and see what we've got that's been delivered. So yes, we'll sign out for this week and we'll catch you all next week.